Hello students, welcome to your Data Communication and Computer Network class for 4th Sem IT. In the previous video class, I have discussed about analog and digital data and analog and digital transmission. And in this video class, I will discuss about transmission impairments. After completion of this video class, student will able to know about transmission impairments and the causes of transmission impairment, attenuation, distortion and noise. So let us start. So first of all, what is transmission impairment? Signal travel through transmission media which are not perfect. Means in data communication, when data communication takes place, the signals travel through transmission media with the physical media like coaxial, twisted pair, which are not perfect, and the imperfection causes signal impairments. This means that the signal at the beginning of the medium is not same as the signal at the end of the medium. Means what is sent is not what is received. Means the signal at the sender side is not exactly same in the receiver side. That is known as impairments. And there are three causes of impairments: attenuation, distortion, and noise. And this impairment, this imperfection tend to deteriorate the quality of analog and digital signals. Means for the impairments, the quality of the signal is degraded. So the consequences are for a digital signal, there may occur bit error. Means in digital signal may error occur, may 0 changes to 1 or 1 changes to 0. And in analog signal, this impairment degrade the quality of the signal. Means quality will be degraded in analog signal. Next, the causes of impairment. So the causes of impairments are attenuation, distortion, and noise. And we will discuss it one by one. So let us begin with attenuation. So attenuation means loss of energy. That is the weaker signal. Loss of energy means weaker signal. When a signal travels through a medium, it loses energy. Means when the signal travels through the medium a long distance, it loses its energy and becomes weak, overcoming the resistance of the medium. And amplifier are used to compensate for this loss of energy. Means we use amplifier to compensate the loss of energy by amplifying the signal. Okay, to overcome the attenuation, we use amplifier to amplify the signal. Means when the signal travel through the media, it loses energy. Okay, and to overcome this loss, amplifier are used. Then measurement of attenuation. To show the loss or gain of energy, the unit is decibel. Means to check the loss or gain, the unit of the energy is decibel. And the formula is dB equal to 10 log 10 P2 by P1. Okay. So the formula is dB 10 log 10 P2 and P1, and the P1 is input signal and P2 is output signal. So let us discuss some example basing on this formula. dB equal to 10 log 10 P2 by P1. Okay. Before going to the example, let us discuss the figure. This is the original signal and this is the attenuated signal, and after using the amplifier it is exactly same as the original signal. So we use amplifier to amplify the signal. So the example one is, suppose a signal travel through a transmission medium, its power is reduced to 1/2. Means while traveling the power is reduced to half. This means the P2 is half P1. Okay. So P1 is the input signal and P2 is the output signal, and P2 is half of P1. In this case, attenuation or loss of power can be calculated as we know the formula n log n log n P2 by P1. So the formula 10 log 10, okay, 10 log 10. Then in this case P2 is 0.5 P1 means half of P1 and P2 by P1. So it will 10 log 10 0.5, and the value of log 10 0.5 is minus 0.3, that will be minus 3 dB or decibel. Means a loss of 3 dB is equivalent to losing 1/2 of power. Okay. So by using this formula we can calculate the loss of energy. And the next example is, a signal travels through an amplifier and its power is increased 10 times. Means by using amplifier, the power of the signal is increased 10 times. This means that P2 equal to 10 P1. And in this case, the gain of power can be calculated by the formula. The formula is 10 log 10 P2 by P1. P2 is the output signal and P1 is the input signal. Then 10 log 10, 10 P1 by P1. So it will be 10 log 10, 10, then the value will be 1, 10 log 10, 10 value will be 1. Okay, then the gain of the power is 10 dB. Okay, so then the last example, the loss in a cable usually defined in decibel per kilometer, dB per kilometer. If the signal at the beginning of a cable with minus 0.3 dB per kilometer, means it will lose the energy minus 0.3 per kilometer, has a power of 2 megawatt. What is the power of the signal at 5 kilometer? Actually it is losing minus 0.3 per kilometer. So for 5 kilometer it will lose minus 1.5 dB. Okay, we can calculate the power by dB equal to 10 log 10 P2 by P1. Okay, we know this formula, and here the dB is minus 1.5. So P2 by P1 equal to 10 minus 10 to the power minus 0.15. Okay, means 10 to the power minus 0.15 is 0.71, and P2 by P1 equal to 0.71 means P2 equal to 0.71 P1. Okay, so and the P1 equal to 2, so 1.4 megawatt. So what is the power of the signal at 5 kilometer? So the power of the signal at 5 kilometer is 1.4 megawatt. Okay, so by using the formula, we can calculate the output signal and the loss and gain of the power by using this formula, dB equal to 10 log 10 P2 by P1. Okay. And now distortion. Distortion means that the signal changes its form or shape. Distortion means changing in shape. Distortion occur in composite signal as we know, each frequency of composite has its own propagation speed traveling through the medium. Means there are different signal and different signal have their different propagation speed through the medium, and the different the different component therefore arrive with different delay at the receiver side. So at the receiver side the signal will be different, and that is known as distortion. So this is the figure here. This one is the composite signal, and these are the different component of this phase, and these three have different propagation speed, and the receiver side it will be arrive at different time, and the composite signal will be like this. This is different from the sender signal. Okay, the receiver signal is differ. That is known as distortion. Then noise, and noise are there are different types of noise. The first one is thermal noise. The thermal noise is a random motion of electrons in a conductor that create an extra signal. Okay, means the random motion of the electron creates extra signal that is not originally sent by the transmitter. The random noise of electron in the wire create an extra signal. It is also known as white noise because it is distributed across the entire spectrum. Okay, this is also known as white noise. Then the next noise is intermodulation noise. More than one signal share a single transmission channel. Then intermodulation noise is generated. When more than one signals are sharing a single transmission channel, then intermodulation noise is generated. For instance, two signal S1 and S2 will generate signal of frequency S1 plus S2 or S1 minus S2, which may interfere the signal of the same frequency sent by the sender, and this is known as intermodulation noise. And the next is crosstalk. Crosstalk is any phenomenon by which a signal transmitted on one circuit or channel of transmitter system create an undesired effect in another circuit or channel. Means the signal of one channel can create effect in another channel. Okay, that is known as crosstalk. One wire act as sending antenna and the transmission medium act as the receiving antenna. And it is just like in telephone system, it is a common experience to hear conversation of other people in the background. This is the crosstalk. Okay. And the last noise is impulse. That is generated spike that results from power line and lightning, etc. So these are some noises. So this is the figure of noise. This is transmitted signal, and due to the noise, this is the signal at the receiver side. Then signal to noise ratio, that is denoted as SNR. SNR means signal to noise ratio. To measure the quality of a system, the SNR is always used. It indicates the strength of the signal with respect to the noise power in the system. Okay, it is the ratio between two power. It is usually given in dB and referred to as SNR dB. And this is the figure of two SNR, high SNR and low SNR, signal with high SNR, and this is the signal with noise, and this is signal with low SNR, and this is signal with noise. This is the example of SNR, two cases of SNR. So this is all about the transmission impairment. Thank you.